Brad Williams, Excel Prime. You may find that somebody handed off a worksheet to you that you have no idea what is what. All right. Well, one thing you might want to do is check to see if there's any formulas in there. The easiest way to do that is to use this isFormula function. The isFormula function checks whether there's a reference to cells that contain a formula. Okay. And then the other requirement is you're supposed to add up only the formulas. Here we have a bunch of falses and a bunch of trues. The question is, how do you go about adding? Well, we can use the SUMPRODUCT along with the isFormula. The isFormula will only add formulas. The SUMPRODUCT is a great combination. So SUMPRODUCT will multiply arrays of numbers and sums result in an array. We've done this a million times. If we have any formulas in here, SUMPRODUCT and isFormula combined will mix out, find the truths, add only the truths. This formula uses discrete values, discrete math, to filter out, in other words, Boolean, true falses. We're looking, as always, true and falses, ones and zeros, and we're only going to add the trues and we're going to ignore the false. Here is a sample, similar to this. We have F9, but the numbers at one point in time were random. I guess I probably could just grab this and copy it over, but I'm not going to. The point is, we have 10 numbers here. Some might be formulas, some might not. This formula function is used to generate a list. Well, we know that now. I cheated. I put this here ahead of time so we could see what were formulas and not. What are the formulas? Well, there's just an equal sign here. Just keep it as simple as possible. If somebody was working on something and then additional information was uploaded or downloaded or thrown in here that is a non-formula, these are still numbers. Your job is to maybe reconcile, or maybe you're doing some investigation, and one of your monitoring functions is to look through this and see if there are any functions and then tie the functions to something else. This thing could reference external worksheets. It could reference 30 worksheets in here. This could reference other worksheets. This formula is going to generate falses and trues. I'll show you that in a minute. Then SUMPRODUCT is going to look at this. We're going to convert those over into zeros and ones. SUMPRODUCT is going to go 925 times 0, 1038 times 0, etc., etc. It's going to hit the ones, and it's going to go 1313 times 1 is 1313. 0, 0, 0, 13. Sum is then going to sum this up. That's why the SUMPRODUCT is a great tool. Compute the sum. If you want to reverse this, you could say not isFormula. You're just going to get a bunch of zeros here. Not reverses the true, false results returned by isFormula, which filters out all formulas generated values. I'm not going to fuss with that right now, but let's take a look here. We know the anatomy. We know if we want to sum something, we're just going to add something together. I said these are numbers. So if we wanted to know the sum, the question is, does sum add formulas? And the answer is yes. Here is a sum, and we're taking C5 to C13. This is just confirmation. We took SUMPRODUCT is number C5, C13. So the question is, are these numbers? Yeah, even though there's an equal sign there, they're still numbers. That's how Excel looks at them. Two different formats, just in terms of summing. That's how Excel works. Now let's look at the isFormula. Let's just grab this here, F9. All it is, the 9 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, not a big deal. isFormula, grab this, F9. There's the false, 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 true, true, true. Got it? If we go here and we go array, F9, we're going to get 0009431166116. SUMPRODUCT is just going to add those up. Can add the trues. Can we look at just this information? I doubt it. Why not check? F9, well, it did. It's what we just looked at. And then the next question is, can we just look at SUMPRODUCT, F9? 4194 is the answer. Now the question is, can we highlight within the parentheses? Well, that's what we just did. What I'm trying to do is get to the 0011. Okay, to summarize this, what we're doing, and it's not converting. Oh, over here we saw the 0011, and this could be from another example, an earlier version of Excel. Looking at this, I took C5 to C13. It takes this list or array. That's just this information here. The ISFORMULA, how it looks at the numbers, and you can see these are false. And all SUMPRODUCT is doing now is going 1017 times 0. And so on and so forth until it gets to true, then it'll be 1. And that converts this over to the final result, which is this 4194. Brad Williams, Excel Prime. Thanks a lot.